Now the 4 small screens on the left show the different signals
等
coming
一下，
from the
太快
studio,
了。
and you can choose between them. I've left them set up for you, so provided you haven't fiddled with them, all you have to do now is throw the master trip switch and we're in business. Once you've got the power on, face the front again.
Yeah, thought it might increase our viewing figures.
New prawns every...
10 seconds, everybody.
You're trying to kill it.
And yet you persist. Going 5, 4.
But now, it's time to join Jeremy Donaldson.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main story
Okay, we're all good.
have to say on their historic...
Right, button
That's
2
all coming up on
in
tonight.
3,
National
2,
Nightly News.
1, now. Lovely, mate. Next thing is to throw back to Jeremy with button 1.
还可以看到他们在
Shrinks down and vanishes.
I suppose so, when you're oxygen food.
10 seconds, everybody. Your fragility.
To hear the co-leader's acceptance speech.
And 3,
That's all coming
2,
up.
1, advert.
1 minute back, everybody. Jeremy, I need you to fill after the ads.
What? Why?
Wanker Snatch is running late.
Oh,
Don't stay on the same shot.
镜头对准说
10
话的。
seconds at the most. So if you're on the person who's talking, try and throw in the odd reaction shot.
啊？什么什么什么
Pull
什么
out？ to the wide shot for a bit, just to keep it interesting.
Not.
welcome back to the National Nightly News. Later we'll be hearing from Shock Election winners Advance. But first
Get
off,
ready to go to
cultural
Megan on
reporter
screen 4.
Megan Wolf is here with a star of both stage and screen. Megan?
Thank you, Jeremy. Megan Wolf, culture correspondent. And today I have a guest who starred in by none other than Lawrence Blunderclatch. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, my dear. I do hope you believe me when I tell you. Peter Jensen, the director. Do you know him? He's a wonderful chap. He
Give us a
really
look at Megan's reaction.
worked with him on several movies.
Lovely. Now back to Thunder
I
Twat.
said to Peter, what a wild ride this has been. And do you know what, Megan? You'll remember that was the true story of one soldier's fight for a love that surpasses all others.
Been on that shot a bit
A
long.
love, of course, for freedom.
Remember the 10-second rule.
什么10秒规则？
It's a role that saw you scoop 2
观
best
众哪有那么
actor
严格？
awards, if I remember correctly.
It's so sweet of you. Do you take pride of place on my mantelpiece?
With all the others, I'm sure. So, if you're not doing it for the awards, what is it that drives you?
That is a beautiful question, and not easy to answer.
You'll get a countdown on the
This is a really
screen,
pivotal
but I'll
scene
just let Megan cue you in.
My character, Dr. Lance Hemlock, is faced with a decision
脏话还要
that
消
affect
音哦。
humanity's very survival.
Oh, for it, Pat.
Shall I start?
Get ready to play.
Thank you all for coming, and, well, thank you all for coming. Where do I start?
Dirty, low-down,
Give us a
lying,
reaction
southern bastard trick they had against us. But you, the people,
Nice.
you saw right through their shite.
I'm sorry about the language there.
Sorry about
Hey,
that.
God.
It makes me coarser than the granny's fanny.
Memorably put.
Perfect.
But to be honest, who can blame Peter for celebrating? Unavoidable set.
我现在切到1会怎样？
So, all you bastard public school snobs, we revoked your passport.
Whoa, now that is serious.
The election. That's fine.
他们还在
Advance are going
聊
to。turn this country into a
Too long,
nation
mate.
of warring individuals.
Probably won't be coming back. Job's yours, mate. Good luck.
Same old boring politics then.
Is this some weird fever dream? Am I dying now or something?
You should be so lucky. I'll see you tomorrow night.
Not coming for a drink?
No, got a date.
Lucky you. Try not to get murdered.
广播完成。屁啦，真的才第一。
We'll be going live to Advance headquarters to hear what the leaders of this fledgling party have to say on their historic victory. That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
哎，还不错啊。
Oxygen food.
10 seconds, everybody. Your fragility.
哎，为什么？这个什么鬼？
But first, the votes are in and it's a decisive win for Advance.
Those 3 little statues do take pride of place on my mantelpiece.
With all the others, I'm sure. So, if you're not doing it for the awards.
讯号怪怪的。
Did it for you, baby. All for you.
哎，
We're gonna change the world, do you remember?
导播在干嘛？
Dr. Hemlock.
And earlier today, we revoked your passport.
Whoa, now that is serious.
The election. That's fine. First, you're gonna pay up. You're gonna pay back.
Just like we promised we would.
And until then, ladies and gents, I suggest we all get
I can't argue with that. Thank you for your time.
尤其他喝马尿。
Well, an interesting acceptance speech there from the leaders of Advance.
Check my contract!
Hi, I'm Megan.
Oh, piss off! You're on thin, bloody ice, Rob. Whole wheat, man! Whole wheat!
Thank you so much for...
10 seconds, everybody. Counting in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Later we'll be hearing from shock election winners Advance, but first our very own culture reporter Megan Wolf is here with a star of both stage and screen. Megan?
Thank you, Jeremy. Megan Wolf, culture correspondent. And today I have a guest who starred in everything from Shakespeare to the Shopbot films. I'm very excited to be joined today by none other than Lawrence Blunderclatch. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, my dear. I do hope you believe me when I tell you that being with you here today is among the greatest joys of my life.
很会演呢。
I just want to say one more thing, mate. The pictures you choose to
什么
show
东西？我听不懂。
that's how the public is going to perceive them, and that's going to affect their lives. So, like with the adverts, choose carefully.
No, for
And
my
we're off.
teacher's kid.
Good luck, mate. If I get time, I'll call you back in the next break. Yeah, I'm coming, darling.
The pair hope to successfully reach the imposing central cavern and the undiscovered plant species it contains. Many were surprised when the two scientists, who shared a fractious rivalry for many years, decided to undertake
收视率上升。
each other's company. Sports Personality of the Year last week, as reported by this very programme. And judging from the angle and velocity of that spray, it looks like Johnny may have been celebrating a little bit too much. I certainly wouldn't want to be his dry cleaner.
那个主播讲的话也会
Read
变
his。bodily charm to meet the people who live with the criminal justice system
哎呦，
every day of their
我的讯号，
First up, we have Gregory.
等一下，我的讯号。
A lawyer who sees the crimes close up.
哎，我的讯号怎么？
Can you hear me, Gregory?
那怎么往上？哦。
What's it like to be the front line of the hard face of the justice?
我忘记怎么往上。
Imagine, Jeremy, we've diluted our culture and lost touch with what it means to be a citizen of this once great country. Also,
等一下
as
这个
the
讯号，
noted in some
我怎么会被解雇呢？这个观众才爱看呢、
So you feel the streets simply aren't safe anymore? Where have we gone wrong, Bob?
Well, that's not as simple.
啊，错了。
But I think it comes down to moral decay. We've diluted our culture.
And to what do you attribute this moral decay?
Foreigners, gays, and gypsies.
啊，哎
It's
哎，
all
怎
in
么
the
是三？
Bible. Look, Leviticus clearly states that. Oh, bugger! Hang on a moment, Jeremy. Your bloody gimp's escaped. Delia, could you give me a little help, please, dear? As I was saying, Jesus didn't like immigrants much, did he?
And just to be clear, you think it's the immigrants who are responsible for the moral decay?
Absolutely, Jeremy. Back in your box, Clive. Back in your box. Delia, I really could use a little help with this.
I'm sorry, darling. I was staying in the back.
Well, it is certainly not the responsibility of the decent, good, white people of
Darling,
this...
where's the padlock?
Oh, hold on just a moment.
Oh, Clive, this simply won't do. Naughty boy. Mummy,
Clive, I am not having this again.
Mummy said get back in your countries. Naughty you.
It's time to get to the heart of the matter.
She says the hall is absolutely fine for Sunday.
Oh, marvellous. Now I put your mother in for a hearing test.
Oh, did you?
Rivalry and menacing a swamp. He's agreed to talk to us today, which is also, I
再
believe,
看下去我要被解雇了。
It's a constant battle against institutionalization, as you can imagine. And obviously, titwanks are quite hard to come
你他妈
I'm
的！
picking up that you're not alone there, Tony.
Titwank Tony.
哎哎，按错
My
了。
friends are throwing me a surprise party. Lads,
Okay, well, we're trying to get back to that party as soon as possible.
it's inherently unjust.
你不要再给我说乳胶咯。
You are joking. Chrissy Free Bollocks has only got Mr. Fancy, oh. What now, fellas? I'm on the news.
It's see.
I ain't afraid of your cruel lads. And my mother
接 combo 是什么？
still love nuts.
Hey kids, I'm Gary.
怎么变成 in game 了？
Folks like me probably shouldn't. Yeah. Yeah. Just work as a team.
Hey.
Well, we can barely keep up with demand, Jeremy.
终于可以认真看他们说什么
There's
了。
being done at a systemic level to relieve the problem.
Greg?
We need more support from ministers. Eleanor, what are you doing? We need change at a structural level,
I'm
Jeremy.
leaving, Greg.
Not a good time, darling.
It never is it? I'll be at my mother's.
No, just hang on. The problem isn't a local one, Jeremy. It's nationwide. Just give me 5 minutes. I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson.
Oh, have you mentioned your affairs?
No. Well, the affairs of the Justice Department that we should be concerned about.
Hello, Mr. Donaldson.
Hello, Mrs. Judge.
We need legislation to relieve the pressure on our public
Sorry
servants.
to interrupt the news, Mr. Donaldson. Can I have a moment to tell my husband I'm leaving him?
Yes, I totally understand. Quite the picture of a burdened legal sector there.
这
Mr. Judge, thank you for joining us.
这里没接到。
A man with a very different perspective on our nation's crime. So you feel the streets simply aren't safe anymore? Where have we gone wrong, Bob?
Well, that's not a simple Jeremy. I think it all comes down to moral decay. Also, as the vicar noted in Sunday's sermon, we probably shouldn't have banned hanging.
And to what do you attribute this moral decay?
Foreigners, gays and gypsies. It's all in the Bible. Look, Leviticus clearly states...
这一关是1-3互换。
Bugger, hang on a moment. Jeremy, your bloody gimp's escaped. Delia? Delia, could you give me a little help, please, dear? As I was saying, Jesus didn't like immigrants much, did he?
And just to be clear, you think it's the immigrants who are responsible for the moral decay?
Absolutely, Jeremy. Back in your box, Clive. Back in your box. Delia, I really could use a little help with this.
Oh, sorry, darling. I was spaying the badgers.
Yes, I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson. Clive, could you put him back in his box?
Oh, Clive, you know it's Wednesday. You go back in your gimp space.
And whose responsibility is it to make a change, Bob?
Well, it is certainly not the responsibility of the decent, good, white people
Darling,
of this...
where's the padlock?
Oh, hold on just a moment.
Oh, Clive, this simply won't do.
他穿的袜子。
Clive, I am not having this again.
Mummy, so get back in your gimp space. No! Naughty, you beast, Clive.
As I was saying, Jeremy, moral decay. Crime is the responsibility of the criminal, no one else. Look, everyone has a sob story, but we don't all end up as barbarians, do we? Look, when our daughter Alice comes home with an A-, does she go on a killing spree? No, she takes 3 of her pills and hides under the stairs like a normal child.
Thank you, Bob. Bob Peel there, really locking down the police's position on morality for us. It's time to get to the heart of the matter.
She says the hall is absolutely fine for Sunday.
Oh, marvellous. Now, I booked your mother in for a hearing test.
Oh, did you?
Burglary and menacing a swan. He's going to talk to us today, which is also, I believe. Can you tell us what it's like in prison?
不要再给我乳胶了。
Prison bag. Structure's quite nice, but it's a constant battle against institutionalization, as you can imagine. And obviously, titwank quite hard to come by.
I'm picking up that you're not alone there, Tony.
Titwank. Sorry, my friends are throwing me a surprise party. A bunch of lads. Tit Tony.
这个很难消音哦。
Yeah, I think asking that is an oversimplification.
It sounds like it's getting quite busy there, Tony, but let's try and soldier on. Since leaving custody, have you been able to find a new job?
Yeah, all the boys are here. There's Big Chris,
Oi, oi.
Little Chris,
Oi, oi.
and Vampire Chris.
This one's, yeah?
Yep.
1 sec, love. On the news. You are joking. Chrissy Free only got Mr. Fancy, oh.
What now,
now, fellas. I'm on the news.
It seemed to be losing the signal here, Tony.
Hey, las bolitas!
Well, we're just trying to get that signal back. I think we... Yes? Tony? Tony, I mean, we're literally away for 2 seconds. How has this happened, Tony? Can you hear me? Well, we'll see what we're trying to
来了，这里我都不知道我自己在切什么东西。
Take a look at me.
Life's pretty hard on a council estate. Life's pretty hard on a council estate. It's so damn hard on a council estate.
Life can be